Have you ever heard of a ghost ship sailing silently through a frozen wasteland? This isn't just a legend, it's the haunting true story of the Franklin expedition. In 1845, two state-of-the-art ships HMS Erebus and HMS Terror set sail from England with 129 men led by the seasoned explorer Sir John Franklin. Their mission, to conquer the final, unnavigated stretch of the Northwest Passage. They were equipped with the best technology of the time, including steam engines and a 3-year supply of canned food. They were the pride of the British Royal Navy, seen off by cheering crowds destined for glory. But after a final sighting by whalers in Baffin Bay, they vanished. Utterly and completely. For years, silence. The world waited, then worried, then mourned. What happened to these brave men and their magnificent ships? The mystery sparked one of the largest rescue efforts in history. Dozens of search parties were sent into the unforgiving Arctic, but they found little more than scattered clues and chilling tales from local Inuit hunters. Stories of desperate, gaunt-faced men dragging heavy sleds across the ice long after their ships were gone. The clues were baffling: a few graves on a desolate island, a single written note left in a cairn of stones, and a trail of discarded personal items. It was a puzzle with most of its pieces missing. The breakthrough clue, found by a search party, was a note tucked away in a stone cairn. It was dated 1847, and it initially reported that all was well. But scribbled frantically in the margins was a second, terrifying message from April 1848. It revealed a catastrophe. The ships HMS Erebus and Terror had been trapped in relentless sea ice for a year and a half. Sir John Franklin himself had died. The surviving 105 men, under the command of Captain Francis Crozier, had abandoned the ice-locked ships, their desperate plan to march hundreds of miles overland to a trading post on the Canadian mainland. It was a journey into a frozen hell from which none would return. So, what went so terribly wrong? For over a century and a half, historians and scientists pieced together the grim reality. The expedition's canned food, a marvel of its time, was likely sealed with lead solder. As the men consumed their rations, they were slowly being poisoned. Lead poisoning would have caused severe physical weakness and devastating mental confusion. Imagine trying to survive in the world's harshest environment while your body and mind are failing you. Recent research on the skeletal remains found later confirmed high levels of lead. It was a silent enemy, attacking them from within, sealed in the very tins meant to keep them alive. The final chapter of this story wasn't written until our own time. In 2014 and 2016, maritime archaeologists, guided by Inuit knowledge passed down through generations, achieved the impossible. They found the lost ships, first HMS Erebus and then HMS Terror, resting upright and eerily preserved in the frigid Arctic waters. These ghost ships, silent for over 170 years, are now slowly revealing their secrets. Their time capsules, holding the final, untold stories of the men who sailed into the ice and never came home. The Franklin expedition remains a powerful, humbling reminder of human ambition against the immense power of nature. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the frozen past. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into history's greatest mysteries. See you next time.